Noon, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, how are you? Okay, this is an add-on teaching video for you, which is on the node rate for the weighted data applications. Since next week is your semester break, I feel like maybe I should add on a video for you so that you get ready by next week all the necessary knowledge for your project 3. Okay, so there are two objectives in this video. First, if you remember, we use a global.set and global.get function in the add location for and the read location for our previous code on Thursday. Now it worked fine, but after I double check, yeah, long times ago I did not remember there was a setting required. Without that setting, the global set will only send the memory inside the RAM, which is erasable whatever you off the node rate or you close or you shut down the Windows computer. It cannot be reload after you run a new Windows and so on. So we got to turn on one setting. Once that setting is done, then enough. Forever you will be there. So your global set and global get will be able to set the file to the hard disk, not just the RAM. Okay. After that, the video will continue to talk about how we're going to develop a version of the get location waiter, but the full Telegram version. It's similar to the Amazon version, but this time it runs in Telegram. It will show the icon of the waiter, such as raining or thunderstorm, and then there are some other knowledge you can learn from here. So once these two objectives are completed, basically you have the basic knowledge to start your project 3. Okay, so let's get started with it. Okay, guys. This is my Windows desktop. I display in front inside my iPad Pro. Now, as usual, let's start with the node rate by typing the command prompt. Okay, like I say, you can start without an administrator. Okay, so you have to experience. You can try if you want to run as administrator. Okay, let's start the command prompt. Okay, so let's start by typing node rate command. Okay, so it takes few seconds to run, but most important, I need you to look at there is one line called the setting. There is setting file. See in my case, it is inside the C user yapkim dot node rate / setting.js. So this is something we need to add to edit on the setting.js for one time only. Okay, so now let's cancel it first. Cancel it by Ctrl C in Windows. Okay, terminal, yes. Okay, make sure you remember this folder. Yours may not be the same like mine, so make sure you remember that one. Okay, so then go to that particular folder. Okay, go to that particular folder. Go to that, but in my case, this is a folder. Okay, in your case, it should be somewhere in the Windows under user and so on. Now, this is a setting file. I try to zoom bigger for you. Okay, this is a setting file. Now, before you do any changes, just in case, make sure you back up by make a copy. Make a copy. Where is the make a copy? Copy, yeah. And then paste again. I actually already done so. That's why I have a copy file over here lah. Okay. Now, you may open this file by a notepad. Okay. Notepad. The JS file is actually a text file. Okay, so you can open this folder. In my case, it's in the C users. In my case, is C users. My username .node rate. So you need to look for that file. Setting.js. This is a file. Okay, then you open this file. This is a JavaScript file. Is actually a text file. Okay, quite long, but most important, you don't touch anything. You just screw down all the way until you see one thing called context storage here, until you see this line. Okay, so when you see this line, you remove the slash to enable it. Okay, just like C programming. Note JavaScript or Node.js with the double slash in front, the code is disabled. Now we enable it. We allow the save of the parameter into the local file. Okay, so that's it, done for one time. Make sure you save it. Okay, make sure you close it. Yeah, close it. And of course, now you can run command prompt again. Okay, now you can run command prompt again. Start the node RED again. Okay, in other words, in future, you don't have to open the setting file anymore for the purpose of the global set and global get. In future, I will teach you how to edit the setting file for other purposes. For example, for the network purposes, for password purposes. But those are not crucial in the knowledge for exam and knowledge for the project. That's why I will teach in the separate material. For example, in the YouTube and so on. Okay, for now, it's enough. Once you enable the content storage just now, it is done. Okay, then we will move to the code, how to develop a get location vector using the Telegram. Okay, let's move on. Okay, with the node RED running in a command prompt, we are ready to open the web browser to do programming. Okay, so let's see. Okay, this is our second objective. First objective of today, we already done for one time only. You don't have to redo it. Second objective, we would like to develop a full node RED workable code that you can import to your own node RED server of your computer. So how do we do it? Let's open a browser. Okay, I have a Safari browser in my iPad. Okay, to open my Windows, usually you will type local host with the port number 1880. Okay, usually localhost 1880. Okay, but in this case it will not work because I'm not in the localhost. So this is what you need to type when you are actually running it in your computer. Okay, but for me, I'm running in my intranet. Go through the intranet. This is the IP address of my Windows computer, and then I just put the port. I still can go in. In this case, there's no password because I did not access from outside. I can configure my network so that it can access from outside, from my house. It can be from another country. By the time I need to set the password for protection. So there will be future discussion, not important for the project. Future discussion for YouTube video and so on. Okay. Now let's look at our Telegram flow. So let me repeat one more time. This is not the IP you need to type. What you need to type is localhost with the port number 1880 for you to type, open a browser in your own local PC. I have to do it in the intranet using an iPad because it will be easy for me to edit video and so on. Okay, now, so this is what I have given to you. Okay, this one is a general testing, and then initial empty JSON. Yesterday I already given to you. So you should have the code. Okay, the code is as well as we add a location to the JSON. We already have it. Okay, and then read location from JSON. All has been introduced on the Thursday, not yesterday. Thursday. The code has been given in the Google Drive in the 5th of November. This is the code. Okay, it can be, you may download the code. It can be easily import to the node RAID easily, but I already show you in the class. But if you would like me to show you again, I will show you by the end of the class. I will show you by the end of the class. Okay, so not now, but by the end of the class, I will show you one more time how are we going to import the whole code into the Google Drive. I mean, from Google Drive or from any other file, import to the node RAID. Okay, so we have the initial empty location, we have add a location, we have read all the location, and today this is the one I want to show you. We have one more. How do we get the location weighter with the graphical output through the Telegram. Anyway, let's start one round by basic. Like I say, if I click here, okay, it will actually save empty location data. Okay, in other words, whatever saved before has been deleted, so be careful. If you do not want previous data deleted, don't click this button. But before, if this is the first time you run, you better click this button just to have an empty location first, initial empty location. So let's go to our Telegram bot. Okay, in our Telegram bot, okay, you don't have to worry about this. Later I will demonstrate to you. We will type, okay, cancel. We will type read or location. Okay, obviously there's no location. This is we have already done yesterday. It suggests, okay, we can add a location, for example home. Okay, for example home 3.01 latitude, 1.74 latitude. For example, hit enter key, respond, new location data has been added. We can add another one. Let's say office, which is 2.99.101.79, for example. Yes, so the second one has been added. We can even add a third one. Okay, let's say shopping mall. But like I say, there is a minor problem of this method. The name must be in one single string. So let's do an underscore to connect the shopping and mall. And here I demonstrate to you. Let's say you mistakenly spell some small letter, some big letter. It doesn't matter. The code will cover that problem later. So let's add the shopping mall, and it is a 3.05. 110.78, I mean 0.81, any number, just to show some example. So now we have 3 location added. You can read again, just to be sure. So yeah, 3 location has been added. Okay, now of course you can add more, but we don't have to add more because I would like to demonstrate to you how we're going to do it for the get location. Okay, let's see the code for the get location. First, we need to have a get location command, Telegram command, waiting for this command get location. Okay, and then the first block of the function will extract from the command to get the actual name. Okay, let me open it bigger to get the actual name. It will read from the global.get, whichever saved before. And then you will create the empty structure to store the data before. So all of the code come with the commands. Okay, we do not know whether the location you want to get whether data is available or not. So initially we assume it is not available, so -1, not available. Okay, winner not found, -1 initial. And then we go through the loop. With the condition that the data.location, the length must be bigger than 0. If the length is equal to 0, meaning there's no previous data. So with the condition, they must be bigger than 0, the length. Once the length is bigger than 0, that means at least one data inside the location JSON. So we're going for a loop. This loop will compare with the name that we wanted. Yeah, here we define the wanted name equals to the command, the name that we type, and then we change to lowercase. We change lowercase just to be sure everything in lowercase, so that the different spelling uppercase, lowercase will not affected. Then we will compare our wanted name versus every single name that we already saved. Again, before we compare, we change to lowercase. Remember just now the shopping mall, shopping_mall, the mall has been capitals purposely just to test you. By applying to lowercase, it will become lowercase. If we found the same, good news, the location that you wanted to know is already inside your JSON data. So good news, we assign the winner, could be 0 for the first one, or could be 1 for the second one, and so on. And then we don't have to find anymore, just break out. Once we came out, we test. There are two possibilities that unfound. Number one is the location data length is 0, meaning previously is empty. Yeah, that you have never stored any location yet. Or the winner maintained as -1, which is same as predefined. Under this situation, it means you probably save many locations in your JSON, but none of them is equal to the one you wanted to know now. So it will print the output, unable to find the location. If you want, you can type a save. Okay. Then we create a new JSON object for send to our Telegram. Okay. You can see my command. You need to have a chart ID. You need to have a text message type. You need to have output as a contents. Here, I show you one strategy. We can actually create a JSON with other parameters that we wanted. In this case, the winner, whether -1 or any other integer. -1 meaning no, and so on lah. Same thing if we want to do it lah. Just mix and match. If you want to create new custom attribute inside your payload, okay? And then the location JSON, the whole location JSON, we also send to the JSON here. Yeah, the whole location JSON here, a new one. This is what if we found. Initially is empty. If it is found, all the name, the latitude and longitude will be defined into that. Then we return. Here I show you an example. You can put a bracket, square bracket in front and behind the return. It's fine. Okay. Now, next will be an interesting block. This block is what we call switch block. Switch. Okay. Switch block. You can drag the box and put here. In this case, I already put here. It's the same thing. I already put here. So I just show you the original name is called switch. Okay, this is actually a testing condition block. Okay, you go inside, you can see, you can set some parameter. Okay, but I already set. Okay, this block received the payload from the previous block. So now you can type a name. I'll make it bigger for you. Yeah, you can type a name. The name is do we found the same name in the same location? Okay, and which property we compare? We compare the input, which is msc.json.location.name. How do I know? Because it's over here. Just now we already I need to bring, yeah, sorry, yeah. Okay, here. Just now we already create a location, okay, and then when we pass to the JSON, the payload JSON, we put inside here. That's why the name is actually MSG, not MSG1, MSG1 over here. When it become output, meaning the input to another block, it will be just msg.payload.location.name. Yeah. So this is where we compare. Location.name. If it is empty, meaning this name is not found in the previous saved data. If it is not empty, then this means it found. So it become like two conditions. One is not found, one is found. Okay, the first one and the second. So the first one, let's see the first one. Empty. This name has never found. Has never found. So what do we do is, it will goes to a Telegram, and Telegram as usual, it will send it will look at the payload over here with the ID, with the type which is message, with the content is output here, not found, and finally send to your Telegram. We can do an example here. Come. Now we have these three locations, but this time I want to get location whether that beyond this tree. For example, school. School is beyond this tree. So the answer is unable to find school in the saved location. To add it as a new location, you can type / add location school, the longitude and the latitude. Okay, it's actually iterative, an AI agent. They will suggest what you can do after this. Okay, now let's say we find. Let's say we want to know the office, which is here. Good. So let's go to another block. Now remember, like I say, it has two conditions over here. Two conditions over here. Wait. I need to. Yeah. First condition. The first one, go to the output when not found, empty. The name for the school is not inside the JSON. Let's say now, it is home. Home is found. Good news, it's found. So it goes to the other function block. This function block is actually for the purpose of create a API. Remember, we have an API in the open vector map. First, let's keep a JSON called wanted location with the chart ID. Okay, with the name of the location, with the latitude and the longitude. Make sure you save this wanted location into this. Okay. Save wanted location to this. Okay. And then let's construct a URL about the open vector map. Exactly same as our previous Amazon version. Okay. Where you have the standard API, okay, one call API. With the API ID, you need to change your ID to yours. The unit is matrix, and then the latitude is equals to the payload, msg.payload.location.latitude from the previous block. The longitude is equals to the message.payload.location.latitude in our previous block. We make the arrangement already. Okay. Now let's create the output JSON. Unlike many others block. Okay. Before we send to the HTTP request, the HTTP request wanted the input called URL, not payload. They want URL. So okay, let's create the new JSON. I make it short, it's like that. If I make it long, it will be look like this. It's the same. Yeah, a JSON with the key name URL, and the value is the URL that we create just now. And then we return to message 1, the new one that we created. So which is here. It goes to here. This is what we call HTTPS request module. HTTP request module. You probably saw that when the time I introduced to you the send photo game, okay? So you can add into here You can change the name which is here, but you can look inside lah. But I already changed the name, so which is this one. Nothing you need to set, all by default. I mean, not necessary. Make sure the return is a parse JSON object. Okay. UTF string is for the, how to say, I don't know how to say. It's string, yeah, without pass to JSON. Remember in Amazon code, we need to pass to JSON. This one directly you can select pass to JSON. Binary buffer is for the photo or any other DSP data. Okay, but now we select output. The output is a pass JSON object. Okay, the name I can put this name or any other name you like to put. Okay, and then the output goes to another block. Okay, once you read from the open vector map, it will give us all the data of the vector. Remember the open vector map? Okay, so first we get back the location that wanted location that we saved before, and then we define output 1, which is currently at home. Vector description is probably maybe is this one, current dot vector 0 dot description. Could be sunny or raining. Here is a new thing that not inside the Amazon. There is an icon parameter inside the JSON. Okay, how do we use this one? It is fun. You need to see this far. I already say you can see this far. You can actually see from this far. Yeah, wait. You can actually see from this far how open vector map guide you to use the icon far. Copy, create a new tab, paste. Yeah. In the open map API return, there's one thing called icon. For example, 10D, remember, or 10D or 11D. 10D stands for lightning rain. Okay, it is actually an icon file like this. For example, 10D. Yeah, 10D. Daytime, lightning, light rain. Okay, and so on. Okay, all these files can be combined into their standard API. For example, it's 10D. 10D, you will go to this photo. Okay, this photo. Yeah, it's very small, but this photo. Okay. In other words, once we know the icon for the vector, we can construct a URL for the photo, and then we will send that photo to our Telegram. Okay, so continue. So now the icon 1 is equals to the front part of the URL, very standard, plus whatever we read from the API, the current.vector0.icon, plus a standard name at 2x.pgn. If you can see, kan? Yeah, this part, the standard name, this part. So that's it. We got the current vector condition. Same thing like Amazon, we will have another part of the code just to read the time to ensure that if we want 1 hours ahead forecast, we will get 1 hours ahead forecast. That is what we call DT. Okay. Now DT is a long number. 16 something 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 is a long number. This number means number of seconds after 12 a.m. 1st of January. Okay, you know, it means after every second after 12 p.m. 1st of January 1970, every second is counted. That's why the number is so long, 16 something something and so on. Okay, for knowledge, you are encouraged to have a look on this Wikipedia page. For knowledge, I strongly encourage. Sometimes they call Unix time, but for knowledge, let's have a look for knowledge purposes. Okay, yeah. So for example, they say this is a current time 1607394666. This moment is actually how many seconds, okay, things has been running. I mean, the clock has been running ever since 12 p.m. 1st of January 1970. So the other day I did not explain, now I explain. So you will get the DT, the time for the current weighted forecast. And then you need another attribute called forecast DT, as well as the difference. Again, we define the winner as a -1 winner. Labil lah, Labil, the winner. Okay? And then we look for 48 hours forecast inside the API. And then we try to match how many hours ahead, n hours ahead. Let's say 1 hour ahead. So we get the forecast time for the particular hourly forecast DT. Okay, respective J. And then we get the differences. Remember, it is seconds, right? So we need to divide by 60 seconds and 60 minutes become hours. If it is more than 1 hour, then this is a valid 1 hour ahead forecast. And then we can stop. We assign the J and then we stop. Okay, then now we create the second output 2 and second icon 2 for the forecast. The previous one, the output 1 and forecast 1 is for the current weighted condition. Okay. Now we go to the output 2 and icon 2 for the forecast condition. If it is still -1, let's say if it is still negative, meaning all the 48 hourly forecasts do not fulfill what you want. For example, you are asking for 50 hours ahead. They cannot give you the answer, right? Okay, let's say this is not happening. Let's say you're asking 1 hour ahead. Yeah, we can get the 1 hour ahead. So output 2 is a string call in 1 hour ahead. In next 1 hour, weighted description is, this is a message hourly for the label. Remember, there's a label that you found on the top. And then weighted 0 description. Now let me repeat. This is for weighted description. I can, in project, you may have to do temperature, humidity, and other parameter. You need to be able to read JSON data in the Mozilla Firefox. Okay, same thing, I will get the icon. Clear. Here, I will create 2 different JSON output. One is JSON, MSG1 to output the current weighted condition, where the ID is the wanted location.id. The type is photo. We are sending photo. We are sending the weighted icon as a photo. Okay, when you send the photo, the content is actually the binary, the photo contains or the URL of the photo. And then caption, of course, understandable. You have a photo, you combine with some text, that is caption. Okay, MSG1. Then we create the MSG2, but this time for the forecast part, not the current. We repeat the same. The ID is the same. You send to the same human user. The type is the same photo, but the content is a URL for the icon 2. And the output 2 is the caption. And now we return 2 output. Output 1 and output 2. However, you need to be able to, you are reminded to change this setting. There's an output setting. Okay. Standard is 1. Make sure you make it to 2. Okay. Standard is 1 outputs, but in this case, we have 2 output. As you can see, we have 2 output, message 1 and message 2. So now you have 2 output. Okay. Both output will send to Telegram. Telegram will send us, oh, this is current weighted information. Okay. Then this is 1 hour ahead information. Both will send to Telegram. We have no because if both send at the same time, we have no control which one come out first. We have no control. Okay. So therefore, I create a delay for the second one. Delay. This is a delay module, which means it can add delay. Okay, before you go through. Okay, 5-second delay you can add, but of course we're not going to add that long. We add a 0.1 delay for the second output, which is the forecast. Okay, we add a 0.1 delay. This is to make sure that Telegram will send the current weighted first, then only send the forecast. Nice. Okay, let's compile and have a look. Okay, deploy and have a look. Okay, so go back to our Telegram. So now let's say we say get location waiter for the shopping mall, let's say. But this time, my mall is all small spelling. There's no problem. It will still detect nicely because I put the function to lowercase before I compare. So I got it now? Yeah. They say currently at shopping mall, waiter description is overcast cloud. This is a icon for the overcast cloud. Not so nice, but for beginner, for free, it is there. Now for what in next 1 hours, waiter description is the same overcast cloud. Okay, now here there is a small discussion. The waiter forecast give you all the icon you need, but there's no icon say unable to find data. Remember, there is one possibility that unable to find data, right? Remember? Yeah, let's say the user asks for 50 hours ahead. The forecast only gives us a 48 hours ahead. So your Telegram should be able to reply unable to find the data, but there's no photo of it. Okay? So I teach you another trick that you need to learn now. That knowledge, that skill is required for your project later. So now we can create our own photo. You can add any photo, you can, as long as JPG or PNG photo. Okay, what you can do is you get the photo that you want. Okay, you get the photo that you want, and then let's say copy to Telegram. Copy to Google Drive. Let's say this Google Drive, I already copy here just now, right? Yeah, there is a photo. There is a folder called photo. Yeah, photo inside our class material, and then I got one photo, any photo. In this case, I just copy from Google search. Oh, sorry, data not found. Okay, and then I make sure it is shareable. Let's make sure how to. I long time never do this. I need to think. I need to be sure share. I need to be sure it is anyone on the internet with this link can view. View is enough. Then we copy the link. Once you copy the link, we are not done, you know. I need to show you this link is not the best link, but I will discuss with you. Now, this is the link, okay? If you use this link, it will work for small photo. But if the photo is big, it will be cut off. So not good. Don't use this link. Use another link. First, you can delete the share link and so on and so on. View until here. This is the identification for a photo. You cannot delete. Whatever /view you can delete. Okay, let me repeat. Okay, you can delete until /view. Okay, you can delete. Then you see there is a name called far, right? Far. Delete the far, change to UC. Okay, delete the / become question mark. Add the I. Okay, delete the / become equal. So now this is a better version. Okay, I leave it here so that you can see the differences. Okay, you can see the differences. The first one is a better version. It will show the full photo, no matter how big is the photo. I mean 20 meg limit, but it will show. The second, the original one that you get from Google Drive link, it will cut off. For example, here may be cut off, this part may be cut off. You only see until here. Yeah. So anyway, now you learn the trick. So let's go back to our code. Now remember, we have a code for the icon 2, right? For the icon 2. So let's say we would like to have 50 hours ahead. 50 hours ahead. We know this is not possible, but we will try 50 hours ahead. So therefore, the icon 2 will say if cannot find any winner, meaning 50 heads ahead is not available. So unable to obtain 50 hours waiter forecast. Okay, and then the photo icon we change to the one that in our Google Drive that we just edited just now. Okay, let's compound again. I mean deployed in the old C programming we call it compound lah. Okay, now where is my telegram? My telegram mana? Okay, here, come back to here. Okay, so we say slash get location whether for home. Okay, fine. For 1 hour is available. Yes, currently at home, weather description and moderate rate. But sorry, unable to obtain 50 hours weather forecast. It is simply not available in our database. Our database that we use for one call API, a free version, only up to 48 hours ahead. So it is fun. It's really fun. Okay. Now next, let's go back to our code. Okay. To avoid confusion, I will probably put it back as 1 hour. You saw the video, you know how to edit. Okay, 1 hour ahead. 1 hour ahead. Let's say I add ahead lah with the forecast. Now next, like I say, I will share with you the files. Very easy, I can share you all the files. You don't have to rebuild the whole thing. You may receive the previous file in the class before. Remember this one for the Thursday class. For the Thursday class, you have the add location and read location. Okay, it's the same. The testing, the initial empty, the add location and read location is the same, already there. So I don't want to confuse you, so I will only give you this one. Okay, what I will do is I will just copy all, Control C copy, or any other command you use for copy. Guys, do you know what I mean? Depending to, this is an iPad, so I need to say Command C. Copy. If you are in Windows, it's Control C lah, or you can use your mouse, right click, copy. For me, and then you don't even need to copy. But never mind. Okay, just ensure all the block you want to share with others is copy like this, highlighted like this. Go to the menu, go to the export. Okay, see the selected nodes has been there. But let's say you put formatted, which is nicer format. Okay, you can just download. It can be one way of backup, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to do backup for all the codes, you select the all flows. By select all flows and download, you actually backup your own code. But if you want to share partially with your friends, or you want to backup partially, then you select that part. And make sure you see the formatted nicer, and then make sure you download. Once download, you can open and have a look lah. For my case, for my iPad, it has been downloaded over here. This one, I will share this file with you. Now, as import, quite easy. Just select the whole text file, copy, Control C or right click, copy to memory. Say you want to copy to a new flow, you just add a new flow, and then go to the menu here, select import, paste the code here, import. So it's there. You just have to adjust the position. Lah. Of course, you have to configure your Telegram nodes lah. Make sure you don't use my bot, and you cannot. The copy will not copy the token. You just have to edit, create your own bot name, get your token ID, okay, and then update. Make sure everything of your Telegram must be selected and assigned to your bot. In this case, this is my bot lah. You have to put inside your bot. Same thing goes to here. Okay. So I will share the code just like I share. Now I want to delete it because I just want to demonstrate how do you upload, how do you copy the code without redo everything kan? So for me, I already have it. I don't have to do it again lah. It's already there kan? It's already here. Yeah, so that's why I delete it. For you, you will get, this is a yesterday code. I mean the day before yesterday, given in the Google Drive on the Thursday 5th of November. And then this one as well, I will give today on the Google Drive as well. Then you can get the code and then you can insert to your node RED. You will get the same thing. After this, you should be able to expand for your project. Okay? Your project tree. Hope you learned something today. Let me know if you wish to clarify or you wish to say thanks to me. I mean, let's say. Okay? So, I see you guys after semester break. Or you may see my notice next week for the project 2 and 3. I hate to be the bad guy, disturb your semester break, but what to do? We have to do it for the project. Okay, bye for now. Bye-bye.